Hi guys, Dubino here, and in this episode of Is It Worth It, we'll be covering the Bravado Half-Track. The Bravado Half-Track is a military-style vehicle with dual 50 caliber guns sitting on the bed. Now, I'm going to be frank, this vehicle really isn't for the solo players. You have to have someone pretty much to always be sitting on those guns so that this is a little bit more fun. But if you are doing it solo, as you can see in the video, you can rock up to a junction and just let loose on all the cars that are going by. This was more of a test to see what the guns could actually do in terms of damage to normal cars, but as you can see, it's pretty good. I mean, these cars don't take many bullets to just blow up straight away, and here you can see that this guy gets away after I pop his tyres. But here we have one that's a bit too close, so a bit of explosion damage, and there I go. The person who's operating the guns has no safety whatsoever, apart from directly in front, but it's only to bullets. Explosion damages does everything. So after that initial explosion damage, I wanted to see how much damage the half-track could actually take. And in the video, that's two, this is three explosions. I counted the first initial car explosion as one, and these are homing missiles getting done there. But as a standalone vehicle in its own right, its acceleration's great actually. You'd be surprised at how fast that accelerates, but top speed not so much. And there we have it, 8 missiles and that's it destroyed. But as I was saying, the top speed of this thing isn't great, especially stock, but you can upgrade it. But to upgrade it, you have to have either the Avenger or the MOC, and for them you have to have the vehicle workshop, which I didn't originally have in my MOC, so I went ahead and just bought it for the purposes of this video. So all in all, even though getting the half-track for me was free, to upgrade it, it cost me just under $1 million. And if you want to buy the half-track from more stock cash and carry, then it's going to cost just over $2 million, which is a lot of money, especially when you're talking about an armoured vehicle that doesn't offer any protection to the gunner. But you can increase the armour plating of the windows for the driver. I upgraded the armour plating, the basic armour for the half-track, the engine, tunes, turbo, the works, to try and get this to go as fast as possible. And even still, it was sitting around about 60 miles per hour when I was going downhill, which isn't great, but the acceleration of this thing and the handling is much better than, say, a tank, which you wouldn't really be going up against in this, because like I said, the gunner, who's the real offense of this vehicle, doesn't have any protection whatsoever from the outside world, especially explosions. You die pretty quickly in a fight with a tank. But you do get to at least climb hills as well as a tank. But again, the tank isn't a comparable vehicle. There isn't really many vehicles though that you could compare to the half-track. The closest I can probably think of is the Insurgent, which is a car with good armour and a great turret on top, whereas this is just a half tank, half truck abomination with an anti-everything cannon on top. Purposes of this video though is the half-track worth it? Now, I didn't pay anything for this, I won it, so it was definitely worth it just to have it as, say, a bit of fun. But if you're going to buy this thing, like I said, it is over $2 million, which is an insane amount of money. There's lots of vehicles you can get that are more fun than this, in my opinion. And unless there's a serious discount when it isn't, then I just really cannot advise that anybody buy this vehicle, unless you're just wanting something that you can ride around and have fun with your friends when you're bored with the rest of the GTA Online experience. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you want to hear more from me, please subscribe.